going on, guys? This is a Farooq show. Thought I'd get myself out. It did rain a bit, but that's not going to stop me. See, if you knew me, you'd know that I'm always up for a challenge. Alright? That's how I roll. So yeah, don't even go there. If it's gonna rain, that's actually me telling myself it's all good. What more have you got? Oh, thunderstorms? Let's do this. So yeah, it's all good. Seriously, I try to find ways to challenge myself, and that is the topic of this video. Are you challenging yourself enough? Are you getting yourself out of bed literally every morning with this discipline of I can do better with my life, I will do better, I will work on my goals, I will strive to live and lead a better life? Are you doing that? That's my question to you today. And if you are not, I want you to really dig deep and ask yourself why. What's coming up for you whenever I ask you this question? And that emotion, that reason, that excuse, because that's all it is, it's an excuse. All right, you need to start looking at that as, okay, well, I need to challenge that thought process. It could be a hindrance, whatever it is. It could be something of a goal that is stopping you, right? So challenge yourself with that thought or that mindset in order to change it. That's the only way it's going to change, if you shift it to something more of a discipline that you can actually work on. And when you do that, it makes a lot of openings for you to achieve what you're looking to achieve, whether it's a good life, whether it's a good job, whether it's trying to find some peace through whatever activity in your life, whatever it is, you know, you gotta change your mindset, shift that mindset and start working on your goals. And every time you get to that place where you're basically out of stock, so like as an example, when you come out and the sun's out, one thing that's going to stop you is the rain, right? That's one of the things that could possibly stop you. But your mind is telling you, hey, I can't do this, I can't do it because it's raining, I'm gonna have to put my jacket on, or maybe it might thunder, or so that whatever's going on in your mind, you need to start to create a different discipline and start changing the way you think. Change the way every possible emotion that comes into your mind, change it. And don't only change it, be consistent with that change. So as an example, when you wake up in the morning, you better have a hell of a reason to get up, and you need to find that reason, whatever it is. Okay, it could literally be anything, but you have to find that reason. So let's start with that. Okay, keep it simple, keep it consistent, and when you're setting goals, you know that, okay, this is where I need to start, this is where I need to get to. You create a baseline, and that way you know that the only way you can follow those steps is by getting to that kind of discipline. How are you? Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about today. It's all about discipline. It's about being consistent with your goals and keep on going, even if there's days where you think, I can't do this, I can't be bothered. Or you're gonna have days, oh, that tree is really moving, so I better get out of this, get out of its way. It's making a really loud creaking sound. See, again, look, what did I just do then, right? I used my own example against me. I basically stop myself on my tracks because of that noise, right? Why? Because of this fear. I created this fear factor of, if I don't move away from this tree, it could potentially hit me. It's not even done it. It literally hasn't done it. Okay, one tree has fallen, like literally hit the other trees, but that has not fallen yet. But see what I'm saying? See how the mind works? That should be your example, what you're trying to achieve in life. Look at all the fears, look at all the things that are stopping you. And you'll find most of the time you are stopping yourself. Okay, you can't blame other people. You really can't. Stop blaming other people. Stop making excuses. That's another hindrance. Excuses, people, discipline, not wanting to or have the motivation to do whatever you're setting yourself out to do, right? That again in itself is going to stop you, right? So think of all these various hindrances, various methods that are stopping you from achieving what you're looking to achieve, and then you will find the answers. So when you make yourself aware of those things that are stopping you, what you need to also do then is create a mindset. And once you start creating that mindset, that shift that occurs in your mind, trust me, you're going to start seeing a lot of changes. But like I said to you back there, way back there, one thing that you need to do is be consistent. So let's say, as an example, you're going to tell yourself you're going to wake up at 5, 6, 7 a.m, whatever time it is, before you start your job, okay? Because once you start your job, that's it. That whole day is going to be what, 7 till 3 or 9 till 5, whatever, right? That's not your time unless you've got lunch in between. You've got an hour, 45 minutes, whatever it is. I'm talking about the time that you have for yourself. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so try to make time before work or before other responsibilities. It's important that you start making your own time. Hi. Right. Hello. So once you start doing that, you manage your time better. Write this down, like literally write down what it is. So if you're trying to achieve something, one thing that will always also come up is your time management, right? I don't have enough time. Trust me, you have time. You're just not utilizing it in the correct manner, okay? So all those excuses that you made back there, including time, we've thrown that in there now. Time is such a beautiful commodity. It's a blessing. And the more time we have, seriously, the more we waste. And I'm saying that because I tend to do that myself, and I'm trying to make use of the time better. Like right now, it was literally thundering, it was raining. I thought to myself, okay, do I sit here or do I go out? Start looking at these guys here. Say hello. See that deer there? But that's what I'm saying, you need to get out. So I told myself I'm going to sit here and either watch TV, I've had my food, and I said no. So something in my mind clicked and said, no, you need to get out. Get off the sofa, get out. And that's exactly what I did. And that's what I want you to do as well. Start telling this inner voice to start making those changes and be consistent with them. Seriously, if you're not consistent, let's say if you do something, a small change, even if it means waking up at, I don't know, 7 o'clock, like I said, you do some meditation, you pray. That's how you're going to start your day from now on, right? Start doing that every day. Start doing that, and trust me, you'll start seeing this habit that becomes normal for you. It doesn't even become difficult, right? Have you noticed whenever you try to start something new, it's always going to be tough at first, right? But here's the thing, when you are consistent, Your brain, the way it works is it starts to create this pattern, and when it creates the pattern, it starts getting rid of all the things that tells it that that activity is boring and mundane. It's going to start telling it, no, it's good for you. You need to do this. It's important. You need to eat healthily. You need to have a good support circle. You need to get out more. You need to get off your sofa. All these things, it's going to start prompting you, right? The only way it's going to prompt you is by you making these changes. Seriously, no one's going to do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. All right? I told myself 2 months ago, so look, I've not been hitting the gym for a while, and I've not done any weights. I've not done any exercise. All I ever do is just sit at home, watch TV, and then Ramadan came, the fasting. I couldn't do much then. I said, no, you know what? Once Ramadan is finished, the fasting is finished, I'm gonna hit the ground running, and that's exactly what I did. If I can do it, you can do it. Trust me, anyone can do it. Start making these changes, healthy habits for the mind, for the body, for the soul, and it will, your body will thank you so much for doing it. So let's recap. What was I talking about? I was talking about looking at all the things that are stopping you in your tracks to make good changes. Tell yourself, remind yourself of what those things are, because those are going to be obstacles, right? And in order for you to actually beat those obstacles, you gotta bring them forth. You gotta bring them out and say, hey, you know what? What's stopping me? What mindset do I have right now? And is it serving me? Is it helping me achieve what I'm looking to achieve in life? Look, I get it. You're probably living a kind of a life that day in, day out is repetitive. You're doing the same stuff over and over. It's becoming like Groundhog Day. We are all in this situation. I'm telling you, we're all there. You're not alone in this, all right? So what I tell myself is, if I can repeat all the most boring tasks throughout the day that I do literally every day, I can also create better habits that I can repeat as well, that are going to actually serve me, right? If it's not serving you, it's a bad habit, all right? It's as simple as that. If it's not serving you, it's a bad habit. If it's serving you and it's creating something good within you, then you know what? I'm all for it. Keep going, keep striving, and create better habits for yourself. And trust me, all the people around you, when they start seeing this change in you, they will also start to look and think, you know what? Look at this person, look at what they're doing, look what's changing within them that's making them a better person. Look at how they treat other people. Look at how they treat themselves, right? How you treat yourselves will also be a reflection of how you treat other people. If you're not taking care of your body, you're not really taking care of your environment. If you think about it, everything that you do is a reflection. You're putting it out there, right? So seriously, guys, you need to start doing more of this. Get yourself out, rinse and repeat. The right stuff though, make sure you're doing the right stuff, repeating, being consistent in the good things, and allowing yourself to strive to achieve those goals. All right? And yes, you're gonna be scared, you're gonna have a lot of challenges, you're gonna have a lot of questions, right? I'm sure you question yourself a lot, don't you? You know you do. Like, oh, can I really do this? Should I be doing this? I'm not good enough, right? A lot of us have spent a lot of our lives telling ourselves that we're not good enough, and that mindset came from somewhere. Maybe it came from a parent, maybe it came from a teacher, it came from somewhere. It didn't just like land on your head and, you know, like a bird and just kind of pecked and then flew away. Yes, it left a mark. So where did it come from? But more importantly, what are you doing to make it better? What are you doing to not allow it to take over your life, right? Because remember, you're also teaching yourself and other people. Your children are looking at you and they're thinking, okay, well, when I look at my mom, when I look at my dad, what am I learning from them? What's my lesson? What life lessons do you have for me? Right? You're not going to go and just say that. You know, they'll give you the life lessons, but they're not going to outright tell you, unless you ask them. I don't know, you could give it a try. But seriously, you got to really find ways to help yourself. I love this here. Check this out, because it's there. The water on this side is all, have you noticed? See the ripples in there? Now look at this side. Look how still that is. Do you see that? So let me tell you why that is like that. This isn't like camera trickery or anything. It is because under this bridge there are rocks. And those rocks, when the water goes through them, there's quite a few, it creates this ripple effect. So as such, I know I like to use examples of things that happen around me. It's really crucial that we start taking care of ourselves. And it doesn't matter, even if life is like that smooth, beautiful lake, you're gonna see rough terrain, okay? There are gonna be rocks, there's gonna be very hard things that you're gonna have to go through in life. Life is tough, life is not always that simple stream. You have to go through all this rough terrain, but eventually when you get to that point where it's all clear, that's when life gets better. All right, but don't put yourself in a position that you're literally here and you're constantly riding the waves, right? You need to keep moving with the tide, keep moving with the water, otherwise you're going to drown, right? You're not going to just stay there unless you're afloat and you know how to swim, but you're not going to be able to keep yourself afloat for too long, are you? Right? So that's my message to you today. All right, be consistent in what you're trying to achieve. If there's a goal, it's there. Regardless of what it is, that goal's there. It's not going anywhere. Okay, what are you doing to get to it? What's stopping you? What are you doing to the things that are stopping you from getting there? That's where you got to really start challenging yourself with discipline and repeating all the good things. And even if it, like literally, even if it has nothing to do with that goal, creating disciplines, creating good habits that are lasting, and they make you start to look at, okay, my goal is in sight, I'll do what I need to do to achieve it. Okay. I don't know what's going on over there. Hey, if you like this video, subscribe, hit the bell icon, because this is what I do, you know. I get out here, talk to myself. Well, I talk to you guys actually, so technically I'm not talking to myself. If I was walking about with this stick and someone's looking at me, they're probably thinking, this guy's lost the plot. But again, I don't live with the voices of others. I don't let people define how I live. There's loads and loads of people that walk past me, but they probably, who knows, secretly might want to listen to my conversation. Maybe they want to look at what channel I post this to, right? Everyone's looking for change, everyone's looking to better their lives, right? No one wants this mundane, repeated life where they wake up and there's literally no purpose, right? I'm sure you don't want that. Trust me, I don't want that. And you'll find that a lot of my material that I put out there, right, my attitude towards life, my motivation, everything changes. It's constantly changing, it's constantly up and down. And that's okay, you know, it's life. That's why I like to be real and truthful to you guys on these videos, because look, I'll be honest with you, if I was stood here and I was telling you that life is good, everything's beautiful, sun is shining, blah blah, all this, I'm lying to you, okay? I'm gonna give you real, raw, genuine truth in what I'm saying to you, okay? So life is tough. Life is gonna throw a lot of curveballs at you. You're gonna think, or get to a point in your life where you're thinking, what is going on? Why do these things happen to me? Why don't these things happen to other people? Why do I have to suffer? Why this? Why that? Again, this is normal. This is part of your life. This is not gonna go away, okay? These thought processes that you are putting in place are gonna set you for life. So you gotta ask yourself, what would you prefer them to be? Would you prefer them to be processes that help you or stress you out, okay? That's the simple answer to that, right? The simple answer is you want to create a better discipline that is going to serve you, that is going to help you, okay? So start doing that. Start giving yourself a reason to live, a reason to wake up in the morning. You do have a reason, you just have to find it. I would say routine or ritual, because it's like a consistency, right? That's what I'm doing right now. It's consistency. I'm being consistent with posting out videos. Sometimes I'll look back at my videos and I'll delete them, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna post. I'm still gonna post fresh material. If I'm thinking about something and I'm sat there and it's in my thought, I'm not gonna just sit with it. I'm gonna put it out there, because to me, for that motivation, for that mindset, whatever it is, that thought process, if I just let it sit, I feel like I'm not benefiting you as a channel. All right, I hope you do enjoy them. And just all I ask from you is just to subscribe and hit the bell icon. That's it. That's all I ask from you. And if you don't, I'm okay with that. Seriously, I'm okay with it. The most important thing to me is this, right? If you got anything out of my videos, any sort of impact, that it made you think, that it made you change something about your life that you've been meaning to change but you didn't know how, that's enough for me. Seriously, that's enough. I don't want anything else. I do this for the pure purpose of changing my life and the lives of others, because it's crucial, you know, it's crucial that we do this and put our messages out there. Anyway, until next time, peace and blessings to everyone. All right, take care.